Hi guys, my name is Eliza and this is Eliza's Bookshelf. Today I'm going to go over some books that I read recently that I did not like that much. And that I probably would not recommend to anyone. It's really harsh. I mean, I might recommend it to some people if they ask for these specific things, but I'll tell you why I didn't like them. One of them I don't have. I actually listened to it on Libby, and it is Sorry Bro by Talene Voskuni. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Actually, looking back, I rated this a 3, which is not terribly bad. But it's basically an Armenian-American woman rediscovers her roots and embraces who she really is in this vibrant and heartfelt queer rom-com by debut author Talene Voskuni. So a couple of issues with this. She recently broke up, or I don't even know if they broke up. So she has this guy who like proposed to her and she's like, I don't know if I want to marry you, and they get into this big thing and they separate, but I don't know if they actually broke up. And so in the midst of that like break, she goes on and dates all of these people because I think her mom is trying to set her up with certain people because now that she's off the market or something. So it becomes this whole thing where I'm like, wait, is she like cheating on her maybe fiance, you know? And then the great part about this book is I learned a lot about Armenian culture and like the history and stuff like that. I love their accents and like their names, pronunciations. But I did not like the character herself. The way she talked about the people that she was dating was very immature at some points, you know? So I didn't like that at all. I didn't really like the character, and she really did her love interest dirty at one point. I was just like, oh my gosh, I would not come back from that. Ugh. Just thinking about it right now. Sorry, it's got the shivers. So that was very unfortunate. I wanted to like this book because it was like a book club book pick for Ren's Queer or Not book club. So I really wanted to like it. I mean, the cover looks so cute. It's like my favorite cartoony covers, but it was a really big miss for me. But I gave it 3 stars. Wow, how generous. This one is another book that I did not like. It is by Isabella Khalidi, and I thought I would like it because she would show little snippets of quotes and stuff on her Instagram, and it sounded like a very spicy romantasy, which I'm in my romantasy era, right? And I wanted to support her. It's like an indie author, and it sounded really good. An exiled god, a mortal warrior, an aeons long curse. Huh, maybe I should continue. I want to continue. It's just that I did not like this book that much at all. So it's going to take me a while to want to continue, especially since I have so many like books that I've been wanting to read. Throne of the Fallen just recently came out. I do want to see what happens because I think it has potential to turn around a little bit in my head. But this one was just not good for me. It was dragging so much for me. Let's see. After a terrible war that left the continent decimated, the ancient 3 kingdoms are finally at peace. However, trouble is brewing in the land of the infamous Terosian army. The princess of a mighty empire goes missing. Duna Damaris is appointed the task of retrieving her. When an imposing figure enters her life, she is thrown into a violent chaos of intrigue, lust, and forbidden truths. He thought he had lived through it all until she proves him wrong. He is the legendary general, a lethal weapon of the mortal armies of Tyrus. No one dares to challenge him, not even the gods themselves. But when he comes face to face with the Legion's deadliest warrior, his life is turned upside down. When 2 worlds collide, nothing will ever be the same again. So interesting. She's like the Legion's deadliest warrior, but I didn't really get that sense in here. Anyway, so you have Duna Damaris, and then you have, what's his name? It didn't say in here. What's this general guy's name? I forget. Whatever. So Duna. You have a princess that is missing. The general is actually betrothed to her, I think, if they're not already married. And Duna has to help them go find the princess. But in the midst of all this, Duna and the general is like getting in cahoots together. And I always use the word cahoots wrong. But they're like, you know, love interesting together. And I'm like, he's basically cheating on this princess. And then in the midst of all this, Duna, when she is jealous because he is actually going to find this princess and they're like, you know, supposedly in love, Duna goes and has this like affair thing with this other guy. So there's like a love triangle cheating, and then it turns into a love square. And in the midst of everything, nothing's just feeling good, right? And that's why I did not like this. But I feel like the gods and all that stuff, that has potential to open up a little bit more and be more intriguing. So I'm hoping like the storyline between the general and this princess. I hope there's an explanation there because right now I'm not liking it. And yeah, that's why. That's why. This one, Fall of Ruin and Wrath. I did a review about it before. I did not like this. I think I gave this one a 2. And unfortunately, I was on the author's ARC team. And since she saw that I did not really like this one, she was like, you don't have to read the second one. So I was like, thank goodness. But I might continue that one. Anyway, so this one I read, I did a review. I honestly do not know what it is about anymore. Like the details and stuff like that. But I do know, like, what is this? She lives by her intuition. He feeds on her pleasure. I remember that. The main character, she has like this weird magic intuition thing, right? But it's very strong. It's like if she goes somewhere and she shouldn't go there, something stops her and it's like, no, right? And then if she is supposed to go somewhere to investigate something, she really guides her intuition really guides her to go there and see what's going on. So she has that weird magic ability. And then there's like these gods / vampires or something, I don't know, I forget, but they feed on mortals' pleasure, whether it be sexual pleasure or like good foods and stuff like that. I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like it was so darn cheesy. Like this storyline was written just to be very spicy and stuff like that, right? Breathtaking suspense and scorching romance meet in this immersive new fantasy from mega best-selling force Jennifer L. Armentrout. She is such a hit or miss for me. Like the hit is From Blood and Ash. Miss is this, and like I have other books from her too that I tried to get into, like Fall of Ruin. No, that's this book. Oh my gosh, all her books kind of like sound the same and look the same, honestly. But I tried her other series I didn't like. There is a contemporary romance that she wrote a long time ago that I actually do like. I believe I read it all, but the one that actually stands out in my mind a lot is called Wait for You or Wait for Me, one of those things, right? And so this one I did not like, unfortunately, which kind of sucks because I kind of hyped it up in my head that I was going to love it so much. So I have like the Waterstones edition. I have Owl Crates edition. I might just end up selling them because I don't think I will continue with the series. But yeah, these 3 books were the worst of September. So sorry. I don't mean to be a downer or anything, but I just did not like them. But let me know if you read them and if you like them. I want to see other people's point of views as well. But yeah, thank you so much again for joining me. I will see you next time.